Hey, what's up? So, checking out Port Askaig 110 proof. It's an NAS whiskey. Uh, there's no distillery information, but it's speculated that it comes from Cowilla, which is the reason I wanted to pick this up. They're one of my favorite kind of understated Islay malts. That's what tipped me in the direction of picking this up. First, I was just gonna pass on it, but like I said, Cal, once you, like the 12-year-old, for instance, once you start drinking on that bottle, it kind of grows on you. It's not quite as assertive as some of the other Islas, such as Lafroig or Ardbeg. I noticed another reviewer threw out Bunnahabhain and actually talked about they didn't think it was from Cowilla, just the proximity was nearby. So I don't know. I don't let my taste decide that. I haven't had Cowilla in a couple years, but okay. Uh, so this is essentially cast strength as well. So and it's speculated that it's fairly young. However, I will note, which I find it kind of interesting that people are saying it's young when Cavilla 12 itself is pretty light in color, if I'm not mistaken, and so is this. It's kind of like a uh, real light, faint, uh, off color, off watercolor. Um, on the nose, it's pretty assertive as far as the alcohol is concerned. There's the kind of creosote, medicinal peat smell coming through. Maybe some kind of like vanilla that's kind of in the background. Okay, yeah. There's a little bit of like briny sea spray element as well. But like I said, I haven't had Cowilla 12 in a few years. Um, I really enjoyed it once I got used to the bottle. I started to appreciate it. It doesn't smack you in the face like a Lafroy does, but there's something that's kind of like draws you in about that, I think. I would say the level of peat is sort of comparable to like a Lagavulin 8 on Cowilla 12. They're not extremely out there. It's like the intensity is not going out of control in those, I don't believe. Also, the color is similar to like the Lagavulin 8, maybe a little lighter. I don't have the best lighting on right now, but Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is not Lafroig. If anything, from the nose, I'm getting more of like along the lines of Lagavulin or maybe Cavilla. But once I taste it, I think I'll have a better idea. Hmm. Okay. Uh, on the taste, the peat and that kind of the zip of peat is very reminiscent of Lagavulin. The 8 actually. Now it's a lot oilier, much oilier because I think Lagavulin 8 is around 47% alcohol, so this is quite a bit more than that at 55%. But definitely reminiscent of Lagavulin 8, which makes me wonder if I still have some, I could put a little water in this and do a direct comparison. All right, looks like we got some Lagavulin 8 here, but I haven't heard anyone else say that that's what they think it is. But right now, that's my big guess, and I already think that Cowella and Lagavulin have a sort of similarity. So maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's all it is. But I think drinking them side by side will be a good indicator. But yeah, initially, I don't. It's an NAS, and some people that talked about this on Master of the Malts and other reviews said it's young, but I don't think it's as young as everyone's saying. No one's put a date on it, but I'm actually going to compare it to a 5-year-old peated Ben Riach as well. We grab another glass for that. Oh, I guess I could compare it to Wee Beastie as well. I mean, that's also 5 years. It might be a good idea. Wee Beastie, where are you? Okay, maybe we'll hold off on the wee beastie. Seems that I misplaced that bottle. Excuse me for that. Thought it was right there on that shelf. Okay. I'm going to try to compare the like I said, the oiliness on the Port Askaig is pretty nice. It kind of rounds out everything. Which, and I could see where maybe people would think it's sourced from Kauila because, like, it's a bit of an understated peat, and there's a good sweetness that comes through on that bottle. So I want to say that the Lagavulin 8 has a little bit of sharpness coming through. This bottle's been open for a while. Unless that's just from the glass I poured it in. Yeah, I think I'm smelling something on the rim of my glass. So let me just compare the flavors. Yeah. Okay. There's almost like a butteriness about the mouthfeel of the Port Askaig compared to the Lagavulin 8. And that kind of like vanilla, not really a custard, but this vanilla sweeter malt characteristic is pretty amplified in the cast strength glass. So it's making me think that it could be something like Kauila. I don't know that it's extremely young though. Probably like 5 to 7 year range, maybe 8. I did get a little nip of some youth, but it's so rounded and that's very good. Flavor wise, they are pretty comparable. In fact, I mean, a lot of Isla's are, but particularly these two. Uh, Much more full, sweeter malt character coming through on the Port Askaig, or actually on the Lagavulin 8. There's a little bit of that, but it's underneath a more assertive kick of peat and a bitter quality. Huh. I would have liked to have tried it next to the Ardbeg, but I don't think that that's anything close to what this is. So, yeah, I think the malt flavors are similar here. Just the malty sweet is massive in the Port Askaig. The Lagavulin is really asserting itself with the peat right now in the front of the palate, which normally when I would drink that by itself, I enjoy it because it's not quite as intense as like a Lafroig, which I also enjoy occasionally, but they just have a different kind of balance. Uh, the different Islay whiskeys. Lafroig is a little more uh, has some more intense flavors that kind of sparkle out. Where I feel like something like Cowilla, Lagavulin, it's a little more dialed back. Even like Ardbeg, uh, I don't think they're always. Not all the Ardbegs are like jumping out of the glass at you. It depends on what you're drinking. Something like Corey Vrecken, that one's pretty assertive. But it has a more intense kind of like earthy peat where let me pour a little bit more of this. This one does not. Or at least it's not revealing itself to me at the moment. So I picked this bottle up for about $85 after tax. It's a little bit steep. I was initially going to pass on it, but I am a peat fan, and I'm also a fan of high proof whiskeys, barrel strength, such as that sort of thing, like a lot of you guys. Bigger proof, more flavor, that sort of thing. Mm. Yeah, this is super good. I really see that it's going to improve like as the bottle is open for a while. What else to say? Well, yeah, even something like the Wee Beastie, it doesn't have the same kind of like sweet undertone or thick viscosity as this Port Askaig. I don't mind that whiskey at 5 years old. It doesn't. To me, it's a good learning experience, and you can take a bottle like that and compare it to other NAS releases, and it kind of helps you see where they could be fall at. Like obviously, some of the fancy Ardbeg and Lafroigs, they might add a mixture of like older casks in there, but to kind of amplify the experience, or they'll do a special finishing or something. But I enjoy it for that sake at all, just for that purpose alone. Mm. Super good. I'm not getting like the lemon or citrus notes quite as much on the taste. I got a little nip of that when I was nosing earlier. Other reviewers have mentioned lemon oils or citrus oils. I've only experienced that on a couple bottles. One was a Lafroig that I really like, that I talk a lot about in the chats. Maybe like a real delicate citrus oil. It's not really something that I don't think of that. It might be there a little bit. Oh yeah. So $85 after tax. I saw other people got it for around 60, which that's a pretty good deal, I would say, for like a essentially cast strength Isla. That puts it right around the price of like Lafroig cast strength or something like that. I paid a little more. It looked like it was a holiday special. It came with 2 Glencairns, which I'm actually using right now. One of them has a little Askaig logo. So getting the 2 official Glencairn glasses kind of makes up for the price being a little higher. I don't think I'm disappointed in the pickup. Very good stuff. All right, take care, guys.